After writing thousands of pages, reading hundreds of books, giving countless exams, I am here. And the only question in my mind is, why did I choose this degree? Welcome to the final segment of final year of MBBS, the university exams. Next 14 days in my life are going to be very hard. It all begins today. I started feeling the real pressure after I got my admit card in the hand. I'm feeling a mix of something like, यार पढ़ाई तो करनी नहीं है, लेकिन एग्जाम तो पास करनी है. This pressure really helps me study faster. I am finishing my syllabus quickly, but that also means the syllabus is finishing me quickly too. Why am I studying again? Why did I take MBBS again? That's the thoughts that are going in my head. यार पास हो जाए यार बस. This is the last exam that I am going to give. I've been giving exams since 19 years and this is the last theory exam ever. What scares me is that how quickly I'm getting saturated with one topic. I finished half of the CVS in the last 2-3 hours I guess, and still half of it is left. I know I can do it, but my brain is just not accepting the information from that topic, so I'm just going to shift it from heart failure to infectious diseases. My speed is very slow for these two topics because these are not the strongest topics I have, but once they are done, I'm sure I'll catch up to myself. Reading and reading and reading and reading, and that's what I have been doing. I hate this sound. I am trying to make it a habit to sleep on time at 12 o'clock and wake up as early as possible because my exam is from 10 o'clock in the morning and I don't want to sleep inside the exam hall. So let's try to get our sleep schedule correct. All the best. All is well, all is well, all is well. The next morning, exams were so close that I could practically taste the question paper. I tightened my gears and planned my studies to the minute. It's 11:30 now. In exactly 24 hours, I'll be done with half of my medicine paper. And right now, I have exactly 12 hours and 30 minutes to revise medicine 1 at least one more time. I have a very bad memory and I need as many revisions I can get. My plan is for the last day to get the help of this book, previous year question papers, and hoping that they don't put any eccentric questions in my paper. Fingers crossed. Let's do the rest of the things. Beginning of any exam is always the hardest because we don't know what to expect. My only escape from all this tension was the walk at night and the coffee I had. This is the most unhealthy habit that creeped up on me during the preparation. I could study well at night, so I tried to extend that time. I started drinking more and more coffee. It has messed up my sleeping schedule and my body has lost its circadian rhythm. I hope it is all worth it for this exam. I am reading the same things 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, I don't know how many times, but I still cannot find that level of confidence that I had last year. Somehow it's very frightening. I think it's my anxiety talking. Anyway, I'm going to read it just one more time. It's almost 1 o'clock at night. देखते हैं क्या होता है. All is well. हो जाएगा यार. सब ठीक हो जाएगा. Finally, medicine 1 is going to start. All the best to me. See you after the papers. Everyone was tense at the beginning of the exam. And laughter is the best medicine. अब यही जाके पेपर में लिख के आ गए.
Medicine 1 done. खत्म एक पेपर.
So medicine 1 is done. I messed up in a lot of MCQs because I did not practice them much. So that is a lesson that I got today. I know this too shall pass, but I do hope that this passes a little quickly. Giving exams and coming back puts a certain burden on your brain. And if you also keep overthinking on the mistakes you made in the previous paper, the brain stops working. Do you know sometimes your brain is like, today I will not remember, learn, read anything. No matter how you read it, it just doesn't get inside. My man, brain, you are brain. Do brainy things. I've been trying to read this Epilepsy Status Epilepticus since half an hour and I cannot understand a single thing. And I'm going to try again. Brain, you better do your job. In the end, I couldn't study anything. Okay boys, it's bedtime and I'm going to sleep to be a strong, epic vlogger tomorrow. Good night. The next day was a do or die day. I had a bad feeling about this paper. I really need to study with all my brain, so I used the only drug that works for me. Coffee. Lots and lots of coffee. This syllabus is endless. I am about to finish neurology and after that I have to read respiratory system, then rheumatoid system. It's 9 o'clock at night. My exam is going to start in exactly 13 hours. I hope tomorrow's paper goes well. All the best to me. Good morning. Just don't ask me how much I slept because even I don't remember. In any case, medicine is finally over. I'm just going to quickly revise through all the important topics. Just one last glance so I have a picture memory of it and go. It's almost 9 o'clock and I need to leave. Finally, medicine will be over today. If I pass, that is. The paper was over just as soon as it started. And everyone was talking only about one thing.
जीनेटिक्स का क्वेश्चन है, अल्जाइमर है ना दूर में.
I was so shocked. I fumbled in a long answer question. I got sad, really sad. I couldn't study, so I decided to give myself a rest and recover from this trauma. I know that was an odd question, and trust me, reading a 1500 page book in one day, revising it on the same day, and then on the next day going in the exam hall and then vomiting out all the information is very tough. So we medicals usually rely on the most important topics that are usually asked in exam. It's not that we don't know other topics, it's just that we focus on those specific topics and we can write them better than the others. And Alzheimer's was not one of the important topics. कल का पूरा दिन तो मैंने time pass किया. Time pass is a very bad word, I think. I invested it in myself and my mindfulness, and that's why I'm very, very, very eager to study and in a high spirit. 556 pages from this book. And then comes ortho. Let's rock. My weakest subject is over. This is the beginning of my territory. So I'm both confident and really, really excited to read it. During my surgery quiz, I read surgery from Bailey. I came to realize that I cannot write the answers of the exam from this book. So for that purpose, I am going to read SRB for surgery. This book is like riding a bicycle for me. Many of my friends are reading Manipal and they say that it is easier. But shifting to a new book now would be like riding a bicycle which is on fire. I spent all day reading surgery, but Ortho was staring at me angrily. Calm down, Ortho. तेरा भी time आएगा. I'm done with 100 pages of this book. I know my speed is slow, but I'll cover up. The thing is that there are some chapters which are repeated from medicine and surgery, like the chapter of electrolyte imbalance, which is done very well in medicine as well as pediatrics. So chapters like these I'm going to do from those books because I have read them multiple times. So that's the update right now. For some reason, surgery is my comfort zone and I think I'll do good in it and I'm not that worried about it, but still. पढ़ना तो है, मेहनत करनी है. I will try and finish my first reading of surgery today. उसके बाद I need to do ortho as well. So lots of things to do and somehow lot less time than expected. कल की छुट्टी है. I'll use that for my revision. So today at any cost I need to finish my first reading. All the best to me. In the end, my day was over and I couldn't even touch orthopedics. The next day, I was little too energetic, so I decided to use my whiteboard and teach myself about all the questions that I am reading. Also, I finally had the chance to touch orthopedics. Never in my life did I think that after finishing medicine, I would be going back to medicine. So there's questions in ortho about rheumatoid arthritis, ankylosing spondylitis, etc. And these are the things that I studied in medicine better than anywhere. And so here I am, learning from Bodo medicine again. I was done with my first revision by 8 o'clock. And my second revision was done by 1 o'clock. Second revisions are always faster because you already remember most of it. It's like reloading a saved game on a better CPU. The exam morning for surgery was very relaxed. Medicine was like waking up in hell. I looked back at all the books that I read and I felt proud that I did my best. Everyone felt that MCQs of surgery were difficult. I did not feel so. I was just glad that the third paper was over. Now we are officially halfway through my exams. I am done with medicine 1, medicine 2, surgery 1, and I am done with half reading of surgery 2, which is good because I don't want to stay up like last night, and that's it. After surgery 2 is over, obstetrics, gynecology, pediatrics. Khatam ho gaya yaar exams. Last 8 days left. And I was kind of getting used to this lifestyle of just getting up, studying, next day giving exams, and then another holiday. Then इसके बाद है internships. and in internship it's going to be a lot of patient flow, checking them, doing procedures and doing actual doctor work, and I'm very excited for it. But uske pehle let's finish reading for the exams. I'm reading liver, uske baad intestines, a part of urology is left, and some miscellaneous topics. That's pretty much all. Let's get started. I'm using both my notes and SRB to make sure that my preparation is perfect. Let me tell you something about studying the subject that you love. You can do it for hours without getting tired. You don't get exhausted and everything around you lights up. It's like romance. It's like falling in love. The sky is in the shade of pink, background music is playing, and everything feels at ease and happy. Next day had a new surprise planned for me. Fever and sore throat. I lost my voice. My plan is to read the surgery notes one last time before exam. I am sure this will be enough. All the best to me.
रो मतलब जो रेक्टस की शीथ है और जो मसल है उसके बीच में अपन मैश प्लेस करते हैं.
Finally, surgery was over. I came back to my room and watched a movie called Something That Lord Made, because my fever was not letting me sleep and I had nothing else to do. In the evening, I felt a little better. So, I decided to join in with my friends for some coffee and ranting about surgery exams.
What the hell? मैं वही सुन तुम लोग कितना घंटा सुन? मैं इधर उधर देख रही थी क्या बता रही? तो मैं बोल सप्लीमेंट नहीं मिलती. हाँ मैंने वही सप्लीमेंट मिलती क्या? तो हम बोलती नहीं कोई
खत्म तेरा ये दूसरा तो 20 पेज पे अभी.
Today I took self-care to another level by waking up at 10 o'clock in the morning and then just not doing anything much for like half an hour to 1 hour. It's 10:44 and I'm watching a movie called Patch Adams. It's supposed to be a very good movie that every medical student should watch. My voice is still not back yet. I'm still feverish. I'm taking medicine. That's something that happens in exams, right? 3 paper baki hai. Obs, Gynae and Peds. Hoping for my speedy recovery. All the best to me. And I'm going to go back to the movie now. That afternoon, I decided to study in the cafe because the room was making me gloomy and sleepy. Again, with a cup of coffee to fuel my tired mind, I jumped into obstetrics. I finally got my momentum back and I continued studying back in my room too.
और उससे फिर अपन क्या पूछा था तूने मेरे को MBA. हाँ तो फिर अपन MBA सीरीज डालते हैं और फिर उसके बाद उसको जेंटली इन एंड आउट पुश करते हैं. और तो वो जो कंटेंट है
Everyone was tense and frantically revising things before the exam. And those same people were joyful and happy afterwards. That's called hard work paid off. The third last paper gone. Obstetrics is over. It was easier than I expected, just PPH and IVR and stuff, the same things that I was reading from 2 days. Now, the day after tomorrow is gynecology and I feel like it's going to be the same chill paper. These papers are very short and it kind of makes me overconfident, but I don't want to, so I'm going to start studying from today itself. Last 2 papers left. The worst thing that can happen is me getting into an accident. The second worst thing that can happen is me not studying for the paper, and I don't want both of these to happen. So, padhai karte hain. All the best. That evening, I saw my good luck cat walking around in the society. My gynecology exam is surely going to be amazing. It's really been a while since I woke up so early and I am feeling so productive. The sun has just gone up and I'm already ready to study. The last 2 papers are left and I'm very motivated for some reason today. So I'm going to do my best. काफी कुछ करना है. But today is a great day to start. Gynecology is quite a short subject, but it's a bit complex. There are many things to learn and relearn, like staging of cancer, various treatment protocols, many different names. It's not my first time doing it all, so nothing to worry about. Hey, there is second last paper of the final year and बस थोड़ा ही दिन बाकी है, खत्म कर देंगे. I'm getting late.
चाहिए homogeneous fluid चाहिए.
I felt as if everyone was less excited than before. I guess everyone was tired from the exams. The paper went off smoothly and I went for one more cup of coffee in the evening. Of course, I was studying for the next exam too, so I guess this excuse is okay. This is going to be the last paper of my exam. Pediatrics. That's it. That's all. And just like that, final year is going to end. The exam seemed very long, you know. 15 days of just papers and tortures. And abhi ye khatam ho raha hai. Poof. Again in the last paper, I hope I pass. Nothing more to gain, nothing less to expect. That's pretty much all. Again I start studying. Again I'll try to do my best. Last paper was here. But I was not feeling any last paper syndrome. Rather, I took it as my last chance to do my best and finish off my paper with style. All the best to me. This is the last paper and MBBS will be over after this. Bye. And I'm done reading. This is the last night of the final year theory exam, and I want to make sure that I remember that it's all over. We did it. The impossible. Finishing it all. Yes. Good night. I'm going to go to the center. I'm going to give the paper now. And I'm going to come back. And it's going to happen in a blink of an eye. For you at least. For me it's going to be a 3-hour short exam to pass and finish. One last time. All the best to me.
Evacuation of stomach by gastric lavage induces emesis is not recommended because of aspiration, क्योंकि lungs खराब होंगे. Cautious evacuation of gastric.
And here we are, walking out of the exam hall, head up high, cheeks flushed because it's over. It's finally over.
Guys, हो गई. खत्म भाई ये torture.
बापरे कब से वेट कर रहे थे नवंबर से 18 साल से पण नहीं कर रहे क्वेश्चन आंसर बापरे 18 साल
18 नहीं तू पैदा हुए बराबर थोड़ी लिख रही थी क्वेश्चन आंसर
मैं 22 साल की
And you know that all the late nights and caffeine overdoses and the tireless hours spent studying, they haven't gone to waste. And you have done your best.